Many people ask me, what is the secret of siphoning? Well, I think the first thing is you've got to have the right equipment to be able to do the siphoning. So what we tend to get with the Brewing starter kits is you get a siphon, the red siphon here, with the bottling end attachment. So this all comes as a complete unit. What we would recommend you do is take the bottling end off first, so that that comes away from here. And just so I can show you here, we've now got the separate bottling end. Makes it much easier just for the practicing to actually use it without the end. So we have what's called it's like an auto siphon, so it goes up and down and it pumps. And here we've got the bucket clip, and on the far end we've got an anti-sediment end. So this goes right down to the bottom of the bucket here, but the actual liquid comes in through here. So we're not actually drawing that last bit of sediment up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into the bucket. As you can see, the Love Brewing buckets are specially designed. They've got a little inset here, piece, so that we can drop this bucket clip into that inset piece. And that just helps to keep it a little bit more rigid, as opposed to it going all over the place. We've got the far end, which is going to go into our bucket. Obviously, very, very important that we have a stepping arrangement, because obviously anything coming from here, it has to be at a lower height, otherwise it's not going to work. And all we're going to do is we just move this up and down. Boom. Lovely. And as you can see, I'll try and demonstrate, liquid coming through into the bucket. So we're just going to leave that. Now what I tend to do is don't push it right down to the bottom at the start. Let's get it going, because we've got all this lovely clear liquid at the top, and it's when we start getting down near the bottom that we end up with the sediment. So we're going to leave it, and it's sort of like, well, probably about 100 mil, 150 mil from the bottom of the bucket. And all we'll do is, as the liquid keeps dropping, we will then keep dropping the siphon just further and further into the bucket. Now I'm going to stop it there, because obviously it's quite important that we know where we are. So I'm just going to stop that by lifting this up, and that will stop the liquid coming through. I'll drop it back down, because I've got a couple of other things I'd like to show you. So here we use a wedge. This is the wedge, and I suppose it's just like a block, isn't it? And all we're going to do with the wedge is we will put that underneath the back end of the bucket. So we're going to tilt the bucket like so, and we have the wedge at the back. So that now means that the liquid's going to come forward to the front of the bucket, and it's going to allow us to siphon with the liquid coming across the top of the sediment. So again, let's just start this off again. A couple of pumps, off she goes. We're now running and collecting. As I said, we're not down to the bottom of the bucket, we're up near the top, and we're just going to, as time progresses. So as things progress, just imagine we're now getting to the stage where the siphoning has been finished. We're going to move this down, we move it down, we move it down, and yes, I can just see we're just above the sediment. And at that point, and also the other thing is, if we're doing clear liquids, you can actually see the actual siphon in the bottom. No good with red wines, I'm afraid. So okay, so we've let that happen, we've tilted it from the back, and we're off and running. Now, again, I think I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to just lift this up here. And as you can see, we get to a certain height, and it's actually going to stop then running. Now this is really clever, because we've got two little focal points here. One there, and one there, that allows us just to put the siphon on to rest, so that it's not lying on the floor or going all over the place. So we've got the two little points that we can rest the siphon on. Now I'm going to lift this one out, and I'm going to show you, this is obviously when we're just doing a straight siphon. If now we're going to do a siphon with the end on, which is designed for use with bottles. So again, we're going to put this into position, just on that inset there, just to hold it in place. It's not in too far. Now with this one, let me just get a glass. I think that's probably the easiest way to show you. Imagine this was a bottle though, but I'm going to show you this because it's nice and clear and you can see how it works. So if we get the pump going, you can see we've got an end on here. This end has to be pushed in so that we can actually start the flow. As we pull it away, so there's no friction there, it will stop. So that is my little run through on siphoning using the Love Brewing Easy Siphon. Very, very simple, nice and easy to use. Don't forget, when we get to the end, we want to put a tilt. Siphon, go in high to start with, and then gradually drop it down as you're coming into the clear liquid. Some people, when they get very close to the end, will actually stop the siphon, change your container and get another container, because then if it does cloud up, there's only a little bit that's actually being clouded. So I hope that's a help to you.